Hey, could one of you check the stream to make sure that there's no audio going through, that I've actually fixed it? It's on the countdown and it should just have music and nothing else. La 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 la. Whoa, where's Colin's face? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that's your back in his camera. I get it. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I see something. Right. $26. You got music? You got music in the stream? Good. No voice though. Mine? La 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 la. Great. Okay. You can or can't? I'll tell you what. We'll find out. I'm going to turn off. I'm going to switch to something that has no more microphone. Do you hear me in the stream? Oh, that does have a microphone. Okay, I'm switching it to get ready for live. I will not be able to hear you for a minute. Okay. Matt, would one of you check the stream after we start to make sure that everything's going on? Anyone? I can't do it while I'm doing all this.
Because you're coming through my microphone. I'm getting the music up.
Hello, and welcome to Reckless Moves, a Dungeons & Dragons stream that is sometimes has both parties talking. Apparently, we had a technical difficulty last week, but we are going to resolve that this week. You can unmute yourselves. We are live, guys.
Hooray!
I am Michael Cremeen. I am the Dungeon Master. It is my pleasure to be in a group with all of these amazing people who are, they do crazy things. So I'll leave it at that. We had a wonderful session last week where, well, the party went on a journey. They landed their ship in their airship in some water near a city where they were supposed to find and are seeking one Satio Radire, a changeling who they absolutely have no idea who it could be. They went to a pub called The Office, had a wonderful time. We have someone in disguise, which is one of your party members did a quick change and is now disguised as a pirate who you have since dispatched, but nonetheless, it's one of yours disguised there. On the stream, you'll see everyone left the room except for a few patrons. One of the patrons just left and was really irritated when the staff told them they had to go. Another one walked by you and said, "I'll see you at the office of the Coliseum tomorrow at 9 a.m." And you didn't really get a good look at him because he kind of like whispered it at the Dread Pirate. And Max, do you have a summary?
Yes, sure do. 2 pages long. So I apologize for what overlaps. All right. So Oob had a chat with one of the air elementals back on the ship, and they told us about the people who tried to steal the Happy Cyclops. It turns out they also connected the dots and explained that RKM was like him. And then RKM went to get his helmet, and RKM got ready to change from his armor into the helmet for the ship. Turns out under RKM's helmet, he is a brain in a jar. I'm not sure you got that. Brain in a jar. The whole ass brain in a jar. Period. Oob and RKM stood watch so we could have some sleep in Arthur's tiny hut. We could hear footsteps, and Ridley figured it was likely 2 large creatures. Ridley figured it also might be best if we wait to see. RKM decided we should go look instead. Ridley went in a different direction, and they made a ton of noise. Ridley, RKM, and Trust all talked, and Trust. I don't know who that. Oh, Gust, not Trust. Gust. All talked to some trees. Donarin, is that correct for the name? That's what I was hearing. Anyway, the trees were worried because they hadn't heard from the trees in the north, just to the east of the mountains. Aoth, is that correct? The druid, who we met through Temple Daddy, the treants were sure that there is an omen, and they asked us to find the druid and send him north to talk to the trees at the base of Dreadbane Mountains. RKM sent a message to Temple Daddy to ask him to send the druid north. The trees were also mad because when they were building Carburum, they cut down too many young trees, and the circle asks that older trees be felled first and used. Ridley offered to take seeds and plant them around the city. The trees agreed, and now we are detectives and forest conservationists. We finally got to the tavern with Ridley disguised as Mr. Balasek. Sorry, my writing was terrible this day. And everyone there was nice enough. They were all confused by Oob in a bucket. In fact, some panicked. But they also made everyone leave the room that we were in. Next thing we know, one of these people tells Ridley, aka Selleck, that we had to meet him at the Coliseum main entrance at 11 a.m. There was a dead guy in the bar, mummified, but nothing about him felt mothering or nurturing. Every bar in Caribum has one in their establishment. It's a way of warning thieves. Arthur suddenly turned a lighter shade of red. And that's where the diary entry concludes.
Fantastic. Can someone check this? Is checking the stream? Are we all good?
I think we did miss one little pieces.
What's that?
That the guard that is dead may not be all the way dead.
Well, that's what was being alluded to, yes.
Right. So yeah, that's right. As you the other patrons left and the your waiter had was just leaving the room, this
Sound is
effigy.
good on the stream.
What's that?
Sound is good on the stream.
Great.
Just so you know.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. This guy who was in every place in land, you learn that they left someone as a warning who was a criminal, and they kind of had them stuffed in effigy, is what they told you. Yet, just at the end of the episode, this guy just moved a little bit.
Kick.
Just moved.
Did you see his finger move?
I saw nothing. We haven't seen any of that yet.
Well, someone did.
Yes, Arthur did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah, with his
Arthur-
18
Ar-
passive perception.
Arthur's the only one that saw it, especially
Yeah.
from his point of view, because Oob's in a bucket. Other people are facing other way. Rockham was talking to Ridley in disguise, right?
Yep.
So and Max, you could have, but your perception, your passive was lower. So
So Arthur wants to alert the party and kind of like tap the table softly and be like, "Hey, pretty sure that dead guy just moved a little."
Now, I've heard that dead people can pass gas and grow nails.
Well, yeah,
That
just look,
is coming from my grandmammy's.
Oh, oh my god.
Well, he was having a little.
Oh no, I will die if you don't. If you
It
yeah.
was. She
I'm-
described it as shiftings.
shiftins. The
Yes.
shiftins, you got the shiftins?
You have the shiftings.
Yeah. Does the shiftin affect the living ever, or is it strictly for the dead?
My family's killed a lot of people, so
So
I
the-
mean, my grandmammy was also just as brutal, and
But what if it's your family that's infecting everybody with the shiftins?
I am a necromancer.
You're magic.
Wish it was a better part than thoughts and nails.
Well, you take what you can get sometimes, sir.
Well, I don't think that's a fair trough amounts that I got to eat.
What do you want to pet zombie?
now wait a
No.
second. His family is inflicting shiftins.
Yes.
Well, no, after you kill some like lots of people over time, you just somehow.
Are you contagious?
I hope not.
All this talk of zombies is making me want to shift my pants.
Oh, well, I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't either.
Well,
Well, that's
Have you-
different.
now I'm very interested. Screw the dead guy. Can you shit?
Well, you know what? I'll have to eat something first.
No. We literally have an entire white staff.
11 minutes in, and we're already talking about doo-doo.
Yeah.
High five.
Hey,
It's going to be a record for us.
that's what.
It,
Proper.
it was pretty quick.
What?
I mean, I got it. That was a quick turnaround.
All right. So should we examine the shiftings or?
Yes,
My
I think,
shiftings or his shiftings?
Well, I mean, I think both are very important.
I think we can wait on yours, Rockham.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that might be
No.
for a doctor.
Somebody go poke him with a stick or
Or a
something.
mechanic.
Arthur, you're the one that saw it. That means you get to be the one.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, but you're the big guy.
Does your tiefling have a tail?
Sure, why not? Why wouldn't he have a tail?
Poke him
Let's
with your
go for
tail.
a
Because some
Poke it with your
tieflings
tail.
don't.
I think that Arthur will walk up and there's a seat open next to the zombie at the bar, and he'll sit down next to the zombie at the bar.
Ugh.
Does it smell like gas?
And with, now that you're closer, you'll hear. I probably won't break. I probably won't have enough volume on the mic for this, but someone holding their breath.
Oh, it's a faker.
Arthur wants to reach over and grab his hand.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
All right, shh, be quiet. Be quiet. I've been, and he changes, and
Holy smokes.
he changes. I have to update the token, but he changes from this zombie-like appearance into what the token appears now. Before he looked stuffed. Now he looks like a normal human with a balding head. He has in his left hand he holds a strange-looking orb, and in the he's very, very skinny. Says,
Well-
look, shh. My name is Holvier. I've been trying to find Satio guy, and you guys came and goddamn made him go away. I've been sitting here as a goddamn zombie, holding my breath and being super quiet. Now they all left.
Can I like motion the party kind of over so that they can all be involved in the conversation?
And he goes, all of a sudden he changes back into the zombie because out of the kitchen, click, hey, is everything okay? Do you need any drinks or anything?
No, everything's fine. I don't. Does anybody need a refill? Arthur makes note not to like pay the zombie any mind
We were just
whatsoever.
we were just admiring your corpse.
Oh yeah, it's a little creepy, but we have one in every tavern, and I don't really like this policy, but it does, if you cut people's hands off when they steal, and if you stuff them and put them in a bar when they do something bad, it kind of deters the criminal element.
It does seem
That makes
effective.
perfect sense.
All right, well,
Max looks like
I'll
Ridley
tell you
disguised
what,
like the pirate.
and he hands Ridley in your disguise, because what everyone else sees is the notorious pirate Alpha Selleck, wearing a gold badge, and here, and hands you a small bell. If you need anything, just ring. I'll leave you guys to your privacy.
Thank you.
And goes back in. So you have a small bell.
Actually, I have two now because that's a part of one of my items in my inventory.
Don't get those screwed ups.
I believe this one has a handle, though. The other one's more like a bell that would go on like a cat's collar.
Okay. What are you doing with the bell?
I'm gonna stick it in my pocket for now,
Excellent.
like my overcoat.
So he changes back into, you think it's the only visage you've seen. So this changeling changes back, says, "You don't understand. There's very few of our race in this entire land, and
Oh.
people like Satio just give us a horrible name, and no, we're not bad people, and actually we can be great contributors, but at least you did one thing, is that we know where it's going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Yeah, we're looking for him too, actually.
I look at Gust and say, when he says Satio, he means change face McGee.
Oh, not
I
Temple Daddy.
forgot. I have to add that to the notes.
I got it in my notes.
I gathered that.
remembered it.
I'm trying to get like Temple Daddy. I'm giving all your nicknames for people.
What was the? I'm sorry, I've lost the name of the guy that he was trying
Oh,
to spy
I
on.
got that one. Cold beer.
Satio?
Sadio?
No.
Yeah.
There's a reason that I had cold beer. Why is it?
You were drinking cold beer.
Who's this guy's name?
I don't think we know it yet.
He
this
introduced my name is
Holvier?
Holvier.
Hold my
okay.
beer.
Hold my beer. All right.
Oh my god.
Hey,
The
you know what?
nicknames come so
Yeah.
fast.
You know what? Temple Daddy wanted us to talk
I keep
in
having to
code.
edit my
That's what
spreadsheet
we're
because
doing.
you guys come up with names that I have to put in like parentheses for myself for later, so I know who we were talking about.
This is Zomboy.
Zomboy.
Oh, boy.
Subway works too.
So we're actually looking for him too. So maybe we can work together.
Well,
That's a tomboy. That's with a B-O-I, right?
Definitely.
the challenge
That's
is
outside my notes.
the challenge is to know who he is and what he looks like.
Well, it's kind of hard when it comes to people like you. I mean, like, is this what you look like? Like, is this like the base hold my beer? Or
This, why would I hold your beer? My, this is my normal, but I can be anything. And turns into the waitress, Anya, and then he
No.
turns into the visage of the guy who said, "I'll see you tomorrow at 9." Says, but I don't know what he actually looks like.
So do you guys not have a method for determining your own?
Well, there's a couple tricks that might work. That's worked on me before. When we're charmed, or if someone casts like a free, I don't know what it's called when they make us stand still, then we
Oh.
can't hold our change. So you need to do something to like force the change back to what they really look like.
Oh, so if someone were to say paralyze him, he would not be able to hold his change.
That's worked for me.
Or a charm person, perhaps.
So, I'm gonna ask you a question, change dude. If you already know that this is a bad apple, how long have you been chasing him? Because like we're pretty high up, like right at the sandals of gods, and we just got this information. So I mean, like, do you have a government of like changey people, or
Beer holders.
yes, beer holders, other beer holders?
No, that's a different type of creature, Gus.
Oh.
They're just a big round ball with lots of eyes.
Oh,
The beer holders.
But they also hold the
And
But in
Roger
those
gets an
eyes,
inspiration
they
point.
hold the
That's
beauty.
a great line. That is a great line. The eye of the beholder. Yes. I mean, like, so, like, if we capture this changey person, like, do we give him to you and you take him back to your people to stand the trials, or like, you know?
I
Should
gotta,
we just kill him?
I gotta be honest. I think the only thing for this guy is death.
Oh, good. We're good at that.
Oh,
We'll have to hire some people to kill someone because we don't know how to do that.
I mean, we're not good at that. Oh no.
Thank you, Rockham.
You're welcome.
trying to up our fee. Like, who
He
do you
slowly puts the knife that he had drawn away.
Yeah. Like, who do you report to? Like, is it the temple?
I try to avoid the temple at all costs.
Well, you're not doing a very good job at it right at the moment.
I could. The one thing about changelings, I know you're not who you look like, and looks right at Ridley.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Sneaky snakes.
Plus, you went into the bathroom and came out like 2 seconds later with a different thing, and no one ever came out. Like, it was kind of freaking obvious. I can't believe no one else figured it out, or they must have had a really low perception roll.
I told a great story about taking a shit.
That was a little metagaming.
As far as I'm aware,
Yeah, that was a great
those
story.
rooms-
He rolls his eyes.
I don't.
They all
understand why
believed it.
people, I don't understand why people don't just know that you come out of there as a different person. That seems to be what those rooms are for.
I mean, I feel much
Seen it
better
happen
every
before.
time. Wake up, brand new person. I mean,
I
Well,
can't. Right
But I
now.
do have to admit,
I just can't. Right now.
I am a bit
Oh my God.
envious of your ability to change your disguise.
What? But wait, if you can see through Ridley's disguise, does that mean that Change Face McGee can also see through his size or disguise?
question okay.
I mean, I did roll really high on my deception.
Well, yeah, but hold
The dice don't lie.
tell who you are.
Oob sticks its
Well-
head up and goes, "Did you see me through my bucket?"
Well, he goes, oh, hi. No, wow.
Okay, just checking.
I hold a hand up for a high five from Oob. You did better than I did this time.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, a bucket. Hand comes out of the bucket.
Yep.
Whack.
Slowly put a napkin in there and it just dissolves.
Nice.
Good Oob, here's your treat.
Well
More
done.
silk
Oops.
napkins.
Yeah,
So
it was.
fancy.
Only the
No, there
nice
was also. Remember, there was also
Oh yeah.
alcohol and bacon.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, the bacon napkins. We're keeping
Yum.
that shit for later, though. That's like a
Heck yeah.
number one oob treat,
Oh, it's like a
Oob
Scooby
rations.
snack.
right?
I
Oh
love
my
that so
God.
much.
You guys are
You could
killing
live
me.
for yeah,
Find us another treasure chest Oob and you get some bacon napkins.
yeah, right. We're just gonna need to get you a heater for your bucket so you don't
Oh.
just become like solid.
I gotta fix Colin's video.
True.
He's he got half his face here.
Sitting like
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I swing a little.
I do still have that questions. Like, who told you where to find this person that we'd be hunting from? Like, I know who told us, and who told us told other people to not tell them at all. So you got some very important informations from somewhere in the universes.
Well,
Are you able to decipher what he's saying?
Yeah.
I said it quite clearly, so
Because
did.
we could
Yeah,
we
he's-
could interpret for you.
he's more articulate than many I've run into in this world. Um,
See, tick
Good
on
job,
that's
Oh
not
my
that's
God.
not that's not
Very
saying
smart,
that's not
yeah.
saying a lot, but it is. I do understand what the gist of his conversation. What I'm going to tell you is that we have been hunted and vilified, and there's very few of us left. And where we normally call home is kind of a, let's call it a family secret. But
Wait, but
I
you
can.
said this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's only a few ways I know that have worked on me. This is one tip, and he goes, "May I?" He's looking around. No, the bucket doesn't have a sharp edge. Could
you
I-
need one of those. Big.
Can I give it like a very small pin or a pointy dagger that I could just borrow for a second?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got many things of war on me. I produced a dagger.
Okay, so I take it and he takes it and he goes, just the tiniest little. Oh, it's very sharp. You sharpen these. And he
I
takes a
got
little
rocks to tie.
prick, and the blood, looks normal and red, but he throws it on the ground, and after a little bit, it goes blue.
Oh, okay.
Damn
Cool.
rich people.
Super useful. Super useful. Blue blood. All right. Is there any other creature that we know of that is bipedal that can be on land that also has blue blood? Like, for example, in universes, lizard people have blue blood, or
I don't know of others. I just
just no for you guys.
yeah. So obviously, when we bleed, if you separate it from us, it will it took a little while. It took like 30, 40 seconds, but it changed color out of his body.
Good to know.
So you said
The way it's small side job. we have a lot of house rules. This is the land of Alenoria. So if you have a problem with some of the changes in races or characteristics, you can take it up with Facebook, where we will proceed to absolutely ignore you. Back to the game.
We're good at that.
If so, you said that most of the people you encountered on this world aren't particularly well spoken. Does that imply that you're from a different world? I mean, it's totally cool if you are. You can tell me, but I mean, I'm smart.
Well, I prefer not to discuss that. I don't know. You came into this place and one of you changed into someone who I hope is, so I have to ask you, looking at Ridley as Alpha, what became of you?
That's such an interesting way that they probably would think about it, because the individual self would be different in between all their disguises. That actually is very interesting.
Right, but because I'm seeing him.
Yeah.
What became of you,
that's
right?
That's super interesting.
So
Just
do you
never
mean
thought about it.
me or my visage?
Oh, are they different?
Like
Yeah,
you said,
because-
you could tell.
Well, for
I
him,
can
it would
tell-
be
well,
the same.
I can tell you aren't who you appear, but I can only see I see you, and I know Balfaselik, notorious asshole, who I hope is in the 7th layer of hell, or at least like a purgatory in chains, being gang raped by demons. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we got him the special package.
Yeah, Balfa Selleck is indisposed, so I'm borrowing his visage to use it
Nice.
to forward our investigation, because this badge gets me pretty far.
Okay, well, I'm about to blow my cover here because I've been sitting here as this. Hold on, and he goes in this door to the north into like a little closet area, and right here, right behind where you were sitting, there's a little. It's not a passageway; it's a little closet. And could you see where I on the map?
Yeah, right where Ub is.
Yeah, right behind there. He goes behind there and he takes out the corpse and he puts it in the chair, and he turns into just some, attractive, nondescript woman. She's like, in her
Rando
40s,
NPC.
blonde. She's wearing purple. He seems to like, or she likes to use purple. So I'd be happy to give you the lay of the land if you want to
for
leave,
sure.
but I need to leave now.
Right, we can do that. Let's talk about the Colosseum, though, as the walk-ins.
Yeah. Well, the one that calls himself Satio, he's the master of the Colosseum, master of purse. He handles all of the betting, all of the gambling that goes on in any particular battle. There's battles every weekend day from noon till the end. And, tomorrow's Saturday, so I imagine they're going to. So my plan was to, find my way into that room and maybe run off with some of the money, because, again, I don't know you, so we have to fund our rebellion.
It's understandable. And you're trying to do the right thing by your peoples.
Hey,
Releasing them in a nice way.
It's
I
interesting
have
that
family,
you mentioned
too.
rebellions, because
No.
they're a bit of a specialty of ours. It turns
That's
out.
in the Colosseum.
It's true.
Right?
We are good at that.
Instead of stealing
We're,
from
we're
this
supposed to be at the Colosseum tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I could hear, even though I was being very, very, very still.
So while we're there, perhaps Gus could do some fighting. He's really good at it.
Well,
Guys, I have the feeling that we all might do some fighting.
It,
Us can hit
Speak
things
for
too.
yourself, Rockham.
it varies. I mean, do you have a sponsor, or do you have coin?
Well,
Oh, we have coin.
We do have
do we
money.
have coin? What is our group fund at this point? Just curious if anyone knows.
I don't think we're doing a group fund at this point, are we?
I think that
You have the
I
ship
think
fund.
that we have a bunch of money on the ship, but
Yeah, we have the
Ethan was
ship
keeping
fund.
track of that.
Where the hell
Me
is that?
personally, I have
Inventory?
186 platinum.
I hope you have a scribe or putting it in your inventory, in the bag of holding.
I think that we do.
I'm asking the party in general.
I've been keeping track of my personal fund.
Yeah, I've just been dividing everything we find by 6, and
But you have a, I have it all written down. We'll do that offline. But
okay.
No
Um,
worries.
yeah, this is
We got
my
coin.
point. You know what you should know what you have at all times. So you need to have
Right.
someone who's in charge of that information.
Yeah.
I feel rich.
I'm rich in friends.
Yeah. I can just say this ahead of time. I'm not your accountant. There's a reason why I make a living by talking to people. So
Well,
sorry, I gotta
Max, do you
gracefully
have
bow out on that
do you
one.
have written
Didn't
down
make a
anywhere
great
your
spreadsheet for this, but
Max? Do you have written down anywhere your ship information?
I got
No,
Oh, okay.
a personal. I mean, like I got 152, but I know that we all have more than that.
Okay. I'll
We can work on the break.
if you can send a message. Well, when you're back on the ship, you could take a look. But you have
Right.
whatever you have on you is what you have on you. But in the bag of holding, you did find some coin along the way. And if I'm not mistaken, you have about 1,200 gold that is not allocated to each one of you.
Got 500 on me. Plus
Okay,
some other change that I've broken down.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you've
agree.
distributed out that stuff then?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I have more because I've been selling stuff on the side.
Okay.
we can look at this after.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I ask is that either you need a sponsor or you have to risk your own money because there's an entry fee to battle. And, you have to work your way up. Each tier is more and more expensive. I mean, the final
You know
battle.
if my gold badge gets me anywhere in there?
Well, I hate to tell you, but if you're not one of us, any disguises or any like magical alterations or illusions, those go away in the arena.
How about a silver badge?
Guys, I
do
think
you,
that
real-
what's
do you
his
have a
face.
do you have a legitimate silver badge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would give you access to, go to the arena without a charge, but doesn't give you an entry fee. And as a matter of fact, generally they don't have temple people fight because of the obvious perceived advantage of having, the world's
Well,
most
we-
powerful organization.
We usually keep that undercover.
Okay.
Do you know of any sponsors who are looking for fighters?
Well, there's a board, and when they right outside the arena, and there's the first like an hour before each one, people that are candidates can, negotiate and work for sponsors. And of course, if you're sponsored, you only get just very small portion of the win. Kind of like
Unless
if you're
The
sponsored.
sponsor dies.
Oh man, we're really
Oh
we're
my
really more
gosh.
we're really more here to like
So,
He
get
just
the bad guy.
if his
Just,
eye, if eyes can.
I'm sorry. I'm too deep
All
into
you
my
see
character
is
at the
white right
moment.
now because his eyes are rolling so far back in his head. You kind of see white pupils.
I'm too deep into my character.
so
I
guys,
apologize for that.
I think
No,
that
no,
this is-
don't never. But he's like, well, I mean, things happen in the
Oh no,
city.
that's what Ridley says.
I understand. He says, well, it's frowned upon, and it would be quite kind of obvious, I think, if something were to happen. I don't know.
what if we front the money and you pretend to be our sponsor?
No, that's
a good
interesting.
idea.
I mean, do you have 5,000 gold?
maybe.
I mean, we have to go back to our ship, but
We have to look in our coffers,
I
but
mean, at the very least, we could bet the ship.
ooh,
No.
No.
I'll say it at the very least.
at the most.
Well, I wasn't very good with profits.
Oh, okay.
I would be willing to do that. I could, change into something a little more appropriate for a sponsor.
Oh, if you want fancy clothes, do you know who the Bogosis is?
The Locosis?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're well heeled. They're a fairly famous family.
Well,
Good friends of ours.
let's
Ah.
just say we got a closet on our ship that will blow your mind.
Wow.
All
we got
the
a-
fluffy shirts he has.
I lean into
I'll be-
Arthur
I'll be-
and whisper into his ear, because I'm right up next to him now. Do you have Zone of Truth? Do we have
Yes.
some way to know that he's telling us the truth, or he's being honest with us?
Can before I spend a spell slot, can like I eyeball him and try to tell?
You can roll a perception, sure. I mean, you've got a passive, but if you're actually trying to,
Perception or insight?
Insight.
I'm fine with either one because to me, like,
They're the same. So.
yeah. I just noticed that. Like, it doesn't matter. They're the same roll for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, how's that?
They're both wisdom, right? Yeah.
Oh, 25. So do you believe that he's not telling you everything, but he's not deceiving you? He's not telling you everything, but that's not the same as lying to you.
Right.
Can I walk up and put my hand on his shoulder and
Sure.
give like Ridley a side eye and be like, "What aren't you telling us?"
Well, I don't know you well enough to tell you anything about where I'm from, where home is, and I still don't. I mean, I just saw you the first time today. I do know that you are seemingly looking at your. We might want to clean that up a little bit, but looking at your armor and the blood that is a little caked on a couple of you. It must be intimidating to people, but what I see is someone who's been around a little bit.
They're
Also,
actually-
the fact is that you apparently defeated someone as powerful as Bulfa. I have no idea how you did that.
explosions.
I was gonna say explosives.
That's
And
Very
dwarves.
nice.
We have a certain skill set.
Okay, Liam Neeson.
It's funny. Mandy's muted, but I can still hear her laugh.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, I mean, they offered to put you up here. You're welcome. Why don't we, if it's okay with you, I will meet you. Do you know where the arena is? You just signs all over, and you can't really miss
Can't
it.
really miss it.
it's
Biggest building in the city.
Yeah, it's in the center of the city, and it's only about half a mile down the road. Just take a left and keep going, and you can't miss it. It'll be loud because people get the poor people get there very early, so they can at least get into the free seating. So reserve seating comes later. They often miss the first battle.
So is this
They're here for the main show.
so is this a plan that we have that you'll be our sponsor?
I think so. I think that sounds great.
Should I wear something different?
We could look good in a dress, Ridley.
I don't think you should go as the most
I have a couple.
famous evil pirate in the world, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, but what's
Kinda
his
where I
face
was
is
going
looking
with
for
that.
that evil pirate, but he knows that you're not the evil pirate.
Who does?
Well, he said earlier that his kind knows that or can see through
Thank you.
disguises. So
Oh, the guy that walked by you that said something? I was being very still, and I have good hearing, but he is whispering to you. Was that?
I thought
I don't know
Zomboid.
exactly who that was, but I have a meeting
Because that guy, I mean,
as
I
Balpa.
as you can imagine, we have, and he flaps his eyes, and his eyes, when he stops concentrating, his eyes flap this way. The eyelids flap inward.
Fun.
From the
Nice.
outside?
That's
Reptile.
creepy.
He goes, well, I didn't perceive that he was one of us. He might have been a messenger.
oh.
Possible. I didn't get a good look at him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can only see him for my peripheral vision because I was staring straight ahead, being dead. But,
It's a good excuse.
and he goes, we're pretty good at it. He goes,
That's uncanny. Is he still doing it, or did he have one of those aneurysms?
I think he actually
Oh,
died
see, I
this
can do
time.
that.
in front of his hand.
and then he blinks again. He doesn't move
The ro-
until he decides to move, and then he blinks and
Right.
So I'm thinking I should.
But when he's
one
disguised,
person
he
with
blinks
me.
normally. So you would assume. I think you've figured when you see someone, their eyes blink sideways, that they're in their normal form.
Okay. Good to know.
So I'm thinking if maybe one of the party will come with me tomorrow for the meeting, and the rest of you go to the Coliseum to see if you can find out something else.
Yeah,
It'd be a
I-
good way to split the party.
Yeah, well, I guess Ridley, your life is going to be on the line here, so I will let you choose. Do you want somebody that is good at talking or good at fighting to join you?
That's a good
What-
point.
Wait, what? I would say talking, because I don't think you're going to be fighting in that place unless you're in the arena. I mean, you'll see.
Well, I don't know who I'm meeting with.
You don't? I thought you were meeting with this guy Satio,
But we don't know who he'll be. He's
Right.
a shifty guy.
but he'll know who. But he's looking for you in this form.
Mr. Selig, yes.
I was thinking maybe taking Max with me
I can tag along if you like.
because Max is good at both.
And
Get it, Max.
the only one that figured me out might be good to go too.
Oh well,
Arthur.
True.
I mean, my horns are really inconspicuous, so that fits, I think.
I mean, there's not a lot of your tiefling. Tiefling, is that what you're called?
Yeah. Sometimes I go by Tafling when it feels right, but that's not right now.
Oh my gosh.
So when I mean, they're not common, but they're not unseen in this city.
Okay.
Yeah,
so perhaps three of us go to the meeting and three of us go
there's-
to the
there's-
arena.
There's Goliaths around. There's even a couple giants. It's really everyone has a place in this city.
Because I do know that Rockham, Oob, and Gus can all hold their own in a fight.
True.
Yeah.
Those are kind of our hitters.
Not that Arthur and Max can't.
Just better
Hey,
from a
man.
distance.
Arthur was not designed around combat. I won't lie to you.
Don't worry, little buddy. I'll hit things twice now. Shit
Right.
has got unreal.
So she said.
I can hit things twice, but it generally doesn't become-
Oh my god! Did you just say that?
Tequila maybe do it.
All right, I think we got a good plan.
So-
Half
Yeah.
and half, split,
Does that
split.
seem like a good split for the party?
Yep, yep.
Half you guys
Don't-
going into battle in the arena and the other half going to this meeting.
Yep.
And y'all are lucky I'm an artificer because I can pick up a healing spell.
go. There.
And who
you
has the ring now? Max does. doesn't
Arthur.
he? Arthur has it. Okay.
Mhm.
I think Arthur does. Or does Max have it? I
I
gave it to
don't-
someone.
I don't think Max has.
go. Oh, ring of protection. I rock.
No. The ring of spell soaring.
Oh no, that's Tick.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be me actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I can't attune to it because I don't have any attunement slots left.
Right, and that's why you gave that up.
Yeah. But I can just pack healing word because I can change my spells after a long rest. And I probably won't need grease. Or actually I probably won't need Featherfall.
You always
Grease
think you
is
don't need grease,
amazing in a
but-
battle.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
always
gonna swap
think
out Featherfall. People
Note
can
to
just
self,
fall.
don't throw Rockham in the airs.
All right. So I guess we do our long rest and then we do the plan.
Long rest it is. Conditions, long rest.
So you
Abilities.
how are you? I guess you got to get the attention of your patron.
Yep. Phone calls need to be made. The Rockham network of stones.
Wait, is this the right day?
So you haven't communicated on the stones today yet.
Okay.
However, you are about to go up in. You're in the. We'll just theater of the mind that there's one. I'm not going to change maps for
Yeah.
this purpose, but you were told where the rooms were, which is just take a right and you go up some stairs and there's some beautiful rooms for you.
So I did use the
Now you have 3 rooms. How are you? Are you all in one room? Or are you splitting up? How are you doing the rooms?
Rockham's just kind of gonna sit in the hallway and hang out because he doesn't sleep.
I'd hang out probably with Oob would be my closest. Oob or Tick. Yeah. Me
Okay.
and Oob will take one. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll bunk up with Ridley.
Max and
All
Ridley.
right.
And,
Sorry for the snoring.
That's
God,
all right.
from a
I
Hecla
don't really
person.
sleep.
Yeah.
I just meditate.
Okay.
Okay,
Just try to block out the sound
I
of the
could
snoring.
tune it out.
okay. So
I've
the
been
night
dealing with
goes
snoring for a long
by
time.
uneventfully.
I am going to swap out one of my infusions because I can do that on a long rest. Oh, goodness.
Take a long rest, guys. Change any spells if you have spells that can be changed.
I have no spells.
Yep. No, I'll just hit people twice with my left hand now.
Spend half the night sharpening my blades.
Although you wait till next level, shit's about to get real.
Spend half the night sharpening my tongue,
Ooh,
Hey.
forking it.
gross.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that was.
Oh my god.
That's
So
cool.
Michael,
I
a
like
certain
it.
shopkeep has lost a certain jug of alchemy. Just so you know.
That is true.
Okay, good to know.
I need to figure out how I'm going to use this infusion.
So the jug disappeared.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
I would imagine by this time he probably had it on a shelf or something.
Yeah, like it's in his inventory and it just disappeared.
Best case, he assumes somebody stole it. That'd be cool.
That's what I was hoping for.
What was your ring?
I guess we'll find
More
out.
Protection.
Yeah.
I'm okay. If
That
we don't
won't
ever
come to
find
bite
out,
us in the
honestly.
ass, Rockham.
Yeah, we don't have to find out if you don't want.
I'm so glad we reminded the DM about that detail.
You didn't have to remind me.
You
As soon as,
already had it there.
as soon as you have the infusion.
He's got notes.
Yep.
You already have it on your sheet. Look at you. And it's
What
even
is-
equipped.
Yeah, but it's not doing what it should.
It's equipped.
What's it not doing?
Oh, just because I know we're about to get into some
His
combat.
ring of
so-
protection.
Oh yeah, you have
He's
to
saying it's an-
attune to it.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'll got to do.
Yeah, attune
Right,
it,
so-
and then it'll give you the boost.
and I think that Oob, I've never attuned to something before. Is it like having a girlfriend?
I wouldn't know. I'm Ace.
All right. So, hello, pretty ring. I hope that you look good on my fingers, and make sure I don't get hit in the face very hard. Did I do it right?
Sounds about right.
Oh.
Do
They
you
just
feel
have
any
to
different?
repeat that like 100 times.
100 times. That seems like quite a lot of devotion for a ring.
Oh no, why roll damage to infuse an item?
Yes.
Well, you really
That's
showed
weird.
it.
I know. 2 damage.
I do not know how to attune an item.
All right. We've hit a
indeed.
rocket hard.
I can tell you in D&D Beyond, go to your
Well, no, I'm trying to do it in Foundry so we don't have to re-import.
Well, that's what I was trying to do as well. Okay, if we can do it through D&D Beyond and re-import, no problem. I got it.
I can right click import you. It's not a problem.
Okay, so let me.
So that's one of the nice things about Foundry is the nice integration with D&D Beyond.
That's why I picked it.
Hey, Michael, on the stream, it looks like me and Colin are like off. I'm seeing part of Mandy in my screen and none
Okay.
of Colin.
Someone deactivated
Oh,
camera?
just quit moving.
Nope, it wasn't that. Someone deactivated a camera and it came back on. So I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Go talk amongst yourselves.
RP, baby! So, Max,
Yeah.
are you only good at long range?
Oh, I mean,
if we're in an office, I mean, can you like smash?
it's
like
my
Gus?
best. I mean, I'm big, so I'm intimidating. So
Exactly.
there is that. I can just cross my arms and breathe heavy. That seems to scare people.
It's kind of intimidating to me sometimes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can do
And I'm
that.
fairly certain that you aren't going to hurt me. So
I mean, most days.
there's that.
Also, if I don't say anything and just grunt, that also unnerves people quite a bit.
Yeah, possibly a snort.
Yes. I'll
'Cause
make
you
sure
have- you
I'll
have
make
a
sure
big
I have lots of
snoot.
mucus and it'll
So a big snort from a big snoot
Yes.
is very intimidating.
absolutely.
Snooting snorts. Snorting snoots.
You are attuned already to the ring. So
I have that fancy ring from Balfa. It wasn't magical. As
Just
far as I
expensive?
understood it. Yeah, I think it was just a 2000 GP ring.
That's correct.
Sick. So I have nothing to attune to.
Not right now. Isn't it fun? So everyone in the stream is seeing how we set up OBS when people move their cameras on. Someone turned their camera off somehow or disconnected. So I'm resetting. No problem.
I don't think it was me because my computer usually screams at me when that happens.
Doesn't matter. It's
But
being fixed.
Colin actually knows what he's doing with the computer, so I don't think it was him. I don't
I'm
know.
trying to figure out.
That's
this.
debatable, but
More than I do. You're younger. Young people, you know shit about some things.
I used to have a coworker that I would change the orientation of her desktop all the time when she would get up and run away.
What a
One of
dick.
in my younger years, I might have on occasion made a screenshot of someone's desktop and put it on as their screensaver.
Oh shit. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Oh, it's maddening. They're like, something I can't
That's
click
worse
on
than what I
anything.
did.
And
My
then-
mouse
and
isn't working.
I unplugged
Yeah.
their mouse from the back of the computer.
Yeah, or just clear tape on the back of a mouse does it too. Jacks
Absolutely.
up the mouse. There you go.
All right. Everyone's videos looks like they're back. All right. Good enough. All right. In the morning, you guys have you smell amazing things as you're descending the stairs, and in the
I used my good perfume today.
the smells are wafting up of coffee and warm bread and meats, and as you go back to the same table that the room you're in now, it is just covered with food and beverages. If anyone would like a hair of the dog, I can arrange that. And it's the same. Anya is the same waitress that comes out. She's wearing different clothes and she looks very clean. You don't know how she knew you were coming down, but she, she came right out as soon as you entered the room. And
She heard Max walking down the steps
Yeah.
and Rockham.
yeah, you weren't being quiet, right?
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
And so, in the corner,
There's
you
one
do
step that
in the
squeaks.
in the corner you do see that looks remarkably like that same zombie.
Good smile comes across everyone's face, I'm sure.
Yep. But he's
Giggle because we're in on a secret.
Right.
so
Swap the body back out
Oh.
again.
Anya, have you lived here for quite a while?
well, yes, I do stay here. It's my when you're hired full time and you're hired full time.
I get you. Have you ever made it down to the Colosseum?
Oh, well, I don't really get off that often, but sometimes if I do get one day off every 7, so I'll be able to go down there on Sunday. But honestly, it's not really my thing. I mean, they usually have criminals fight monsters, and sometimes you have like one group of like people like you. Are you fighting in the arena?
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Oh boy, you must be rich then. I mean, of course. No, sorry, Ridley, question. You're still in disguise or not?
I am. While I'm here in this tavern, I am.
Okay. How long does the disguise last? Until you take it off?
Yeah, this is a disguise kit, so it doesn't have an expiration.
Okay.
It's not a spell.
And you haven't been in combat or showered or anything, so
Right.
okay. So you are still in disguise. Everyone else is are you enjoying breakfast
That
or
specifically.
and
Weird.
it is hard to know exact times, but you do hear in the distance a bell start going, and you hear those of you that are paying attention, you hear a count of 8.
So like
We're
a
supposed to know
church
the guy.
bell type of a thing.
Uh-huh.
And
What time-
specifically 8? Like 8 rings of the bell?
8 rings.
Cool. 8 rings of the bell.
What time were we supposed to meet the dude? He whispered
9.
to Ridley, but I
9.
don't remember. 9.
Oh, I thought it was 11. So my diary was wrong.
Oh, okay. So we have
Maybe it was
8
11. I don't know.
o'clock-
I was thinking
8
9.
o'clock right
No.
now.
Well,
I
if
think
it's
it's
9
9.
o'clock now, it's 9 o'clock. So let's go. Let's go.
Can Arthur remember from his history what time till Ridley was told?
Well, DM said 9, so we'll go with 9.
I believe it
Oh,
was
okay.
9. And if it
Nice.
wasn't, it's 9 now.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So I,
Considering
as
we
I'm getting
have
up from the table, I grab a whole stack of bacon and put it in my pocket.
nice. Okay. So you've got a bunch of bacon.
Yeah, I'll throw a gold piece over to Onion.
Oh, it's
And-
Anya.
Anya.
Yeah,
It's that's not necessary, but thank you.
Oh,
I mean-
no. I mean, you work too much. So what I was thinking is since, you'll 6 days a week, that's a lot of works. Perhaps you bet one of these on us. And, a venture loss is not a venture gain. Maybe you could work a little bit less.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Arthur very calmly makes like 6 breakfast Sammys and like puts them in his pockets.
Breakfast, Sammy. Nice. Okay, so
He's
Assuming
got Egg
you're all
McMuffins.
wrapping these in napkins so you can give them to me later.
Yes.
Oh no, my bacon's not
absolutely.
wrapped. It's just stuffed in an inside pocket in my jacket.
That's just mean to
That's
ooh.
gross.
That's how Oob likes it. What are
Rockham
you talking about?
Kind of takes some of the sausage
Who
and some
likes
of
it
the
with extra
bacon
lint?
Yeah.
and squeezes the napkin around the sausage and the bacon and kind of applies the grease like a lubricant to his joints, and then tosses the
God.
napkin in the bucket.
Better get a
Now
bucket.
you smell extra special, Rockham. You almost smell like a human.
Oh.
Meaty.
I've heard that
That's
human
fine.
meat smells like pork when it's cooking.
Sometimes it does. It really depends on the person.
That's
Don't ask me how I
unsettling.
know.
Long pork.
Shall we go?
Yes, please.
To the Coliseum.
It's okay. None of us here are humans.
What?
Oh, my mother was.
Arthur moves on to his second breakfast.
Actually,
sandwich
my
as he
mother
walks out
was
the
a
door.
human.
I'm looking for it. All right.
I'm sort of an elf.
As you exit the office, you find yourself on a street, and a lot of people are walking. As they told you, leave the office. A lot of people are kind of like heading in one direction. As you get to about a quarter mile down, you see the outline growing in the distance of the Colosseum. And there are, it's very early, but as you notice, most of the people walking are in, probably their nicest attire, and it's not that nice. These
Fair
are
enough.
people that have like one nice outfit. And you can tell the difference, especially those of you that have come from a moneyed background. Whether you've told the other party or not. So there's it's kind of neat. Like you see this like kind of flow toward this stadium in the distance. And it's it's a nice walk. And I assume you are all traveling together.
Mm.
Okay. Since you definitely stand out. A couple of people look over and
You people. Is there any Coliseum swag like Mickey Mouse ears?
there's
They're selling
there's-
T-shirts.
Foam
There-
sword,
The
a foam
foam
finger.
finger.
there's not, you don't see any foam fingers or magical fingers or any other kind of like accoutrement other than normal. You don't see anyone else dressed in fighting gear, and that's why you stand out. And so
Yeah.
the six of you walking along, everyone's looking at you like, excuse me, are you fighting today?
From the bucket. That's the plan,
Yeah, exactly. Yup.
No.
Is bloop. Yep.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Okay, so like, wow. But never mind. Good luck. They're like all freaked out.
Just scaring people away.
There's a
I see Gus start stinging.
there's a
We are the
couple there's a couple
champions.
with a little cute girl in a blue floral dress and some sandals, and sees this from behind, and she goes down and she goes and pokes her hand down in the bucket.
Oh,
Like,
I'd want to reach out a pseudopod and like grab her finger real quick.
oh, cool, Mom. Can I get one of these?
I imagine it feels like flarp. Or
Like what?
whatever that like those little things you used to get when you were a kid that has like
Oh,
a
I'm
little
with you.
you stick your finger in the goo
Yep.
and it makes like
Oh.
a fart sound.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That's what I
It
think
was
it
slime.
was like.
It
That
was
was slime, but they put it in like a little cup, and you take it out and you put it in and you push it, and it farts.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
he goes, cool. Don't touch other people's things. God, Gretchen, you're just so. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry
I
about
kind
it.
of look to the side and I'm like, you're touching someone else, not someone's things. And just keep walking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't even worry about it. It's all good.
The little girl starts crying.
Oh no, can't have that. Is there a Chiro around?
A
what?
what?
A Chiro.
Chiro?
One of those things that are dipped in cinnamons.
Churro.
Oh, a churro.
Well, that's the way I would say it. It makes you happy.
It never occurred to me to decide when writing this campaign whether or not there would be churros.
Not something that
I mean,
comes up
shame
very
on you,
often.
DM.
Yeah, I don't know why
so-
you didn't think about that.
So there
You don't
are
walk
there,
into a Colosseum.
there are pastries for sure, and I can imagine that some of them might be dipped in butter and cinnamon and fried. So sure.
There's synonym
Let's go get
Churros.
this little girl a little treat.
to the Churros, but they're
Are there-
churros. They're
Are there
synonyms.
whips out of breakfast salmon?
Yeah, there you
For
go.
the girl?
You give her a breakfast, Sammy?
Don't cry,
Yeah, sure.
Here's the Sammy.
Have
Oh,
an egg McMuffin.
thank you. Oh my goodness, that's so
welcome.
nice.
Oob likes to be tickled.
I like
so
your
you don't gotta worry
horns.
about it.
I like your horns, sir.
Aw,
Thanks.
All
Thank
right.
you.
This girl's cute.
I just
She
realized
starts-
that you're playing a
She
horn
starts
part.
eating the sandwich.
Literally.
Mm.
I'm trying to maintain my visage of being the asshole pirate.
Yeah,
I
and
made
Max
a
is
little
just
girl
trying to look
cry.
hard
I
the
did
whole
a good
time.
job.
Just flexing, Max.
Yeah, I'm just like flexing the whole time, arms crossed, nostrils flared.
So as you get closer, and these guys kind of run off ahead of you, and the mom is leaning down like, "Hey, but don't poke your fingers in other people's things. You might get hurt." And they kind of run up ahead. You guys are walking at normal pace, and as you get closer, you see in the distance, you see kind of like the front of the Colosseum. Here, I'll should I reveal the? No, I should. Just a second.
Is there like a big neon sign that says office with an arrow pointing here?
Well, you see there's a big, as you get closer, there's a huge double door and no one's going there, but people are going into one of two entrances to the left and the right. And it's the only obvious entrances that you see.
All right.
I look at Max and Arthur. Which one should we take?
Well, people are going into both entrances, to the left, to the west and east.
The big important doors go to big important places.
Sometimes, but then sometimes a small inconspicuous door is the one that you need to take because they don't want people going there.
Is there any signage over the two entrances, or are they just kind of big portcullises?
They're large, just entrances where there is a portcullis that has been raised, and everyone's just people dressed normally are walking in to both of them and filtering in.
Arthur, you're good at these things. Which way should we go?
Do I see anybody go in the big doors, or is it only through the side door? Like you said that anybody dressed normally is going through the side doors, but what about the people dressed in finery?
You do see one person that is, they look sort of like they're definitely dressed in plate mail, and they don't go to the door, and they start going around the corner to the east.
Okay, so I'm going to communicate that to the party and say it kind of looks like either the fighters or the guards are going around to a different entrance, but I don't know if that is the direction that we need to go.
You know, that might be the way that us that want to try to fight would go.
Might be a good idea.
You feel a tap on your shoulder, and you see a very attractive blonde woman, maybe in her 40s, dressed in purple, says, Okay, so how much money are we wagering? I have to walk you into the office and around the, it's around the back. If you're going to do gambling, you have to go get in line, but I can get you through if we're going to be fighting.
What is the minimums? Like, just to start off
Well-
on
well,
this
the-
particulars.
I mean, the minimum would be 1,000 gold, but per person. So
I mean, you said yesterday's that we got to kind of fought our way up in the ranks. So,
Um,
do we got to start on the minimum bets, or can we?
well, I mean, okay. So if you want to just do the noon when almost there's no one there, then you could do 500 gold each, and be what you have to be. It's risky. You have no idea what you're going to fight.
so you think it's smart?
But the early ones are usually like, they'll either throw some monster at you or a bunch of things. Depends. But there aren't going to be that many people there at noon.
I look around at everybody. Who has money? How much do you have?
So you guys are kind of gathered around.
I can cover the three of us for the first fight at noon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've got 500 I can put in.
I got $1.50 I can put in.
I trust my friends.
You have
and you are
3,000
going
gold
to get
total.
my money back.
Well, he
Plus some.
said the minimum was 500 for the noon fight. I have 2186.
Okay. You can
I
cover.
got an expensive ring, but I don't think all of us are fighting. Is that am I understanding?
Yeah,
correctly
No,
the
just
plan?
the three of them. The
Okay.
ones who are going with me to the office, we're not fighting.
I'm happy to chip in the ring, but if it's not necessary, we can keep it for a rainy day.
We're
So you're not
probably
all,
good
You're not
idea.
all fighting.
I think we should all fight. Probably a bigger payoff, right?
really?
But we
Well,
should have but we got to
it-
have the meeting
it
first.
dep-
Yeah,
I don't know
Right?
exactly what the odds are. It depends on, what they've decided. That they'll never tell you what you're
well, I've
fighting.
got this meeting I have to attend as this asshole.
Okay, so I know you have to go to. Come on with me.
But
They-
Max and Arthur are coming with me. I'm not going alone.
Oh, you're splitting the party, or are you all not going, or
That was the plan. We were splitting the party.
Well,
yeah,
you-
I think that was the plan.
Well, how about we can all go with Ridley, and then he meets the guy, and then we kill the guy and take his money and use the money to get the rest of us into the fight.
How about if we don't kill anyone if we don't have to this time? Because it's going to be a little more
Oh, that's
conspicuous
fun.
at this point.
Yeah, Temple Daddy was a little bit proud of us for not killing everyone's.
Temple Daddy's a goody two shoes, so
Okay, so we meet
But
the
he
guy
may not
and
be
we
wrong in
extort
this
his money out of
situation.
him.
Yeah, I have no problem with scaring someone or knocking them out, but I don't think we should kill anyone at this point because it's very conspicuous, especially with the six of us going in.
Yeah, I think that.
I see what you're
you
saying.
You do the meetings, and then we do the killings.
Yeah.
And we do the killing in the arena, though.
No, agreed. Only
Yeah.
for paying members of society.
Yes, in the arena, it's fine. I have no problem with it. But for this meeting, I want to get as much information as I can. And that's why I was going to bring Max and Arthur with me. Because they're both kind of like me and have silver tongues.
okay?
That's fine. You guys go first.
Yeah. Oh, I also have a Star Sapphire, so that's 1,000 gold. I forgot.
Right? Okay.
That's why I was thinking if the rest of you could go and get us all registered for the fights.
So that would be
Then it's not as
3,000
intimidating as
gold.
six of us going in.
So that would be 3,000 gold total, which I can swing, but it'll take all my money.
Well, then let's not lose.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we lose, we die.
Exactly. I
That's
have
also-
500. That's it. And I'm willing to put that in because I trust you.
Oh. Okay. Well, hold on to it. I got the 3,000, and y'all can, and then I just get a bigger share of the winnings.
So that way you guys can all go in the early fights.
Yeah.
And if you win that and survive, then we can also do the later fights after the meeting. then all 6 of us can go fight.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
We'll split it up that way.
So, as you approach, there is a bunch of people up at a bunch of windows that are obviously going up to place bets, and there is an office door to the right of all these people, and there is a guard in front of that, and she says, "Come on," and they walk right up, and they say, "We would like to talk to someone about. I would like to sponsor these fine warriors for maybe the noon." And the guard's like looks at all of you. Well, there's only 3 of you, right?
Yeah.
And so what they're seeing is who?
Wait,
Rockham, Oob, and Gust.
Yeah.
And I'm in my bucket.
yeah, I have a question.
So
Would the guard
the two-
recognize the
the-
bucket as a combatant?
They just see one of you carrying a bucket. You
That'd
know,
be me.
so,
Discount.
Oob could always.
so the
No
like a
accessories in the
handout.
ring.
It's a
we
nice
generally don't have 2 people fighting. It's kind of we could arrange it, but
Oop pops his
come
head
on.
up and goes, "I'm here too."
Oh, well,
Quiet, Oob.
I see. 3 of you. Interesting. Well, that's a surprise. Why don't you come inside and you can talk to someone? And he opens the door, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I like what you guys are doing here. Let's take a 15 and we'll resume. Just 1 second. Let me get everything prepared.
It feels like we're
Yeah.
splitting the party, but it's not overly dangerous at this point.
Oh, definitely not. It's never bad to split the party, right?
Never. Always split the party.
I mean, honestly, the guys going to the meeting have the weaker hand when it comes to combat.
It's all good. We have a cleric that knows Revivify, so
I thought you were a bard.
yeah, we don't have a cleric that knows Revivify.
I think that was his point. All right,
Okay.
we'll see you guys.
We
at
have
15.
Max with healing. So
All right, and we are back. Where we left it, the party is slightly separated. So let's figure out where everyone is. You had walked toward the arena after a nice rest. You have gone to through these doors, and a guard has let you in. And my understanding is that you have Rockham, Oob, and Gust, who are going in with the well, in a disguise, but Holvier. The changeling you know is Holvier.
Yep, that's that's
Okay.
exactly where we left
Bear
off.
or Zomboy.
And then Tick, and everyone else is going to go to the meeting.
Yes.
Wait, everyone else is going to the meeting, or
Yeah.
are you, wait, all of you are or not?
No,
Three
the
of
ones
us.
that you just mentioned are going to the fight, and
What
then the
it-
other three are
oh.
going to the meeting.
Well, this is the meeting before. This is what I'm saying. She's escorting you into this. Well, you'll see.
Three of us are going to registration.
What are the other three of you doing? Standing outside waiting?
Unless she showed us where the office is.
That's what she's showing you, is where the
Okay. Yeah, because the office
where
group
everyone
is
else
going
was
to be
gambling, attached to that casino. Well, pretend I didn't say that. Attached to the kind of next to the casino, there's this big, or a Coliseum, excuse me. There's this big, it just looks like just a big stone building. It's well guarded, and outside there is a guard who looked at you guys, and you said you were going to enter, and you were looking for the noon entry, and that's where she's taking you. But there isn't another place that you know of to go for this meeting.
Okay.
So are the three of so Max and Arthur
Ridley.
and Ridley are staying out?
Yeah,
now?
we were supposed to be going to the meeting while the others were going to register for the fight.
Same place.
Okay. Then we're all going together.
Okay, well that's why I was trying to figure that out, because
Yep.
you said that some people were going different places.
Yeah, because we're kind of splitting the party, but
Not quite yet, I guess.
yeah, the way who was it Rockham, I think, said that he had the money to cover for everybody to go into the early fight.
Right.
Is that right?
Yep.
But that would be during our meeting.
Well, I mean, no, that's 3 hours from now.
The fight
meeting's
the fight is the meeting is now. And they're at the same place.
Guys, why don't we just all go to the meeting and then we can all fight later? And then
That
that'll
works.
make this a lot less
Sounds-
confusing.
Sounds fine to me.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
looking for everyone's token.
Cool.
That was in Rockham's voice, by the way.
Sure it was.
I'm missing someone. Rockham, who left?
Ridley.
All right. So, you're all going into this. She's saying, just all come with me. You all go into this, down this long hallway, and along this hallway, there are arrow slits pointing in. And as you go down to the end of this hallway, two acolytes, you hear he knocks on the door, and the two acolytes look through a peephole and then open these doors and let you in. And this is what you see.
We say pineapple.
So you are in a large room where you make sure, I hope all of you have vision.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're good on our side.
You have at the end of this a very tall, almost Goliath-sized noble. You have a that's not supposed to have a name on it. Hold on. There it. Yeah, you don't see that good. So you see a dwarf and plate mail, and what looks like kind of a you've seen some cloth-wearing magic person. 3 of them at the end of the room. Holvir, as the attractive woman, despite what that token looks like, walks up to the main guy and says, and the dwarf steps forward and goes over to Ridley and says, "Would like to have a private conversation if you would, sir."
This is my entourage. Anything you could say to me, you could say in front of them. 100% complacency.
Well, let me ask you something. Why is the morning so special?
I think we had this once.
Yeah, you have the answer? Because I sure fuck don't.
like,
1 second.
Didn't Balfa give us the answer or something when I
Yeah.
asked like if there was something he wasn't telling us, and
A code.
but I don't remember what it was.
Shoot.
Somebody come up with it quick.
Well, I would say in your characters, you would remember, even if you as people do not.
Because I'm old
History?
and I forget shit.
Yeah, we definitely had this once.
Yeah.
So
Why is the morning so special?
Rockham perfectly recites the correct answer. That
Well, fuck me. I could have said that too then.
Because you wake to the smell of bacon and coffee.
Ooh.
there you go.
And
And
napkins.
I pulled out a piece
And
of
napkins.
Oh, you pull out a piece of bacon.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well then, well, we can talk privately then. Yes, thank you. And he, in your, I guess, Gus, you could probably hear it because I can't believe you made it. That must be quite a journey. Let's go talk. So he goes over here and he pulls out a key and he both puts his hand on a spot on the door, turns a key, and then you hear some mechanical sound turning.
So I walk over towards him and I whisper to Arthur, "Pay attention." Because I know he's smart.
Oh no, he's asking you, only you to talk.
Arthur whispers, "You got it, Ridley," and cast Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
What'd you
So-
say?
I just gave you Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you are in this room, and then a guard on the other side, which I guess the token's not there. The guard on the other side standing in the room, you hear this mechanical sound and it locks. And he says, "So none of you hear this, and then we'll go back to the other room.
Cool.
I can't believe you made it. I was certain you were going to be dead." And he transforms himself into
What the hell is that?
well,
Batman.
No.
He goes, look, it's been really tough keeping that form, and I've been
Did you doubt my abilities?
I didn't doubt your abilities. I'm just surprised at the way things went down, that you got out of the temple. Like, how did you get away from the temple?
I have more skills than you're aware of.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You. All right. Well, we're going to get. I have to tell you something. And we are about to head. And he pulls out a map, which I'm going to switch the map for you guys just a second. He pulls out a map and he says, we're about to head down here. And we're almost done with our ritual.
Hey, there's a ritual.
Too many computers. So again, none of you see this. But he pulls out, a map of the land. He says, look, we've already taken over Skywatch Keep, and they don't even know that one of us is in charge. And we're almost ready to revive the tower.
You revive the tower.
Well, that's
And-
good because the last one turned to shit.
Well, look, we just are trying to reverse an ancient wrong, and the temple must be destroyed. I know you've done an amazing job of infiltrating and getting trust, and by any means necessary, right?
I understand that. And I've made it to
Now, what
the top
happened?
echelon.
I understand your ship is gone. You better get a new
Yes.
one.
Working on that.
Now, who are these losers out here you're dealing with? What's going on? Have you tricked them into like following you, or
Yes,
they have any idea who
believe
you
that-
are?
They believe that I am the single underling of the temple. There's only
Ah.
one higher than me. They
Who-
fully believe it. They're with me on this.
Who do they believe you report to? Rusk?
No, not Krusk. Krusk is a fool. No one would follow Krusk. They call him Temple Daddy.
What? Who's Temple Daddy? It doesn't matter. You're
You are
trusted, and
supposed to-
how did you get a hold of a gold badge? Who'd you have to kill for that? Did you get rid of Agnon finally?
No, I got promoted by Agnon.
Wait,
Who do you think Temple Daddy is?
you got him to promote you?
Yes,
How did you arrange that? I thought they were.
I told you, you don't underestimate my skills, my abilities. I
I'm gonna
know
roll
what
some-
I'm doing.
I'm gonna roll
here.
something here because there's something you don't know that you don't know. Hold on.
Okay. But I'm trying to know everything and trying to deceive everybody.
Ah, okay. Roll a deception.
Come on, wake up.
Just in case, my bardic
bardic?
inspiration is 1d8 right now.
Okay, your deception's slightly higher than my 8 perception on that statement you just made.
Just a little bit. Would you
So,
believe that much?
so he turned his head quizzically, but he kind of just like took his head over it. You said something that wasn't right, but so So is Agnon on our side to get rid of the temple?
No,
Oh, he doesn't know. He's
He's
actually a
still
true
in the-
believer?
yes, he's still in the dark. We're going to overtake him. It didn't work the first time. I have a plan for a second attack. This one will work. These idiots will not be with him when it happens again.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll tell Satio, but I'm not sure he's gonna believe it. I'll have to tell
Why
him after you
isn't
guys.
he here?
He is.
Am
He
I
just-
not deserving of his presence?
Well, hey, come on. You know how he works. I mean,
I do, but I still feel slighted.
He.
After everything I've done,
I know, but he saw you get thrown over the edge of a ship by an elemental, and like,
doesn't mean I died.
I know.
I'm here.
Understood, but he told
Even
it.
he doesn't know the extent of my abilities.
Well, I'll let you take it up with him then. But all right. Well, good luck. And he turns back into the form of a dwarf. And now we're going to go back to the other map.
And I guess with that, I'll go back out to my friends.
Yeah, just a second. So, well, he's gonna stay in here. He's not coming back out. So
Right.
he goes to
Oh, that's too bad.
he puts his hand on the door. He rolls this big dial. You go through and you closes behind you and you hear this big turning mechanical thing and it.
So I say very loudly in front of all the guards in here, underlings, follow me. And I leave the room back the way we came.
Now I would have you roll perception, but that is about a 12-inch thick concrete door. So you couldn't hear anything through that, Arthur, in case because you were standing right there, but you just heard nothing. Through that. So Holvier comes up and says, we would like to how many of you are going to be fighting?
I'll raise my hands.
I guess all of us.
I believe all of us now.
Oh,
Let's get it
oh,
on.
interesting. Well,
But
sir, I'm sorry. but-
Oliver, I need to make some changes first. You understand?
Yes. So you're going to go in disguise because if you went as yourself, it's
Correct.
okay. So, and this guy steps forward. He goes, well, and this guy in cloth comes up and they have a big chest on the dais here, right here. And says, well, the entry fee for the 6 of you would be 3,000. How would you be? Is this going to be gold, platinum?
It will be a combination of gold, platinum, and a star sapphire.
Man, well, let me see the sapphire. We normally take gold, but since you're with our friend here, we'll make an exception. Pulls
All
out
right,
a loop.
Nice.
Pulls out a loop and looks at it. Oh, this is we'll give you 1,000 for that.
Yep, and when we take our winnings, I will accept that back at the same conversion rate.
Fair
You
enough.
doubt my associates?
We don't doubt anyone, but we only take cash. And all others, I was going to say, I can't use that. I was going to violate a trademark. So he takes the money. He opens this chest. He throws the sapphire and the winnings in. He gives you a parchment. It gives Holvier a parchment. found that hard to say. A parchment with a what is the name of your group for the purpose of our Colosseum?
I mean, we could be called the Shifters.
The
Oh, for
Shifters.
fuck's sake.
A little too.
Rockham's Raiders.
Aw.
Rockham. Stop it.
I was just going to suggest the Happy Cyclops, but
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, that would be
Perfect.
nice.
you
I
are
like
the
that.
Happy Cyclops.
Yes.
Okay, happy just that happy Cyclops. Okay.
How many
The
S's are on the end of that?
so you will take this. You've got a. Well, I would go get ready and if you have to. Now I want to tell you some of the rules in the arena. Once you're inside, anything goes. There will be you will have a you will for noon you'll double your winnings. So if you win, you double. If you lose nothing. If anyone does pass away, we will happy to have our clerics revive you. I don't see anyone with a symbol. The fee for that would, of course, be 100 gold. And we'll take that out of your.
Makes sense.
If you win, take it out of your winnings. If you lose, obviously, you would owe that to the kingdom. So,
100 gold to revive. Damn.
Well, I mean,
That's a bargain.
Start coming
Yeah.
back here. Start coming back here.
well,
anytime
you
anybody
can
dies.
imagine that we do this several times a day, and we're not really charging for that. We're just charging for the materials.
We take advantage of economies of scale. I get it. That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously if you were going to buy this in the land, it would be tenfold for that cost. But in any case, I wish you well and good luck. And he nods to the guards behind you, and they open the door and they escort you out. These guys stay back here. I want you to roll. So Holvir looks at you, and as you're walking out, he says, "Like, I don't see him here. He must be somewhere else."
Well, yeah, I mean,
He wasn't back where we were meeting.
Yeah, you saw something else. You saw a winged, kind of a. Well, I could actually show you a picture if you want.
Sure.
I like pictures.
I can read those books.
1 second. This is what he saw, which he can describe to you. If I would use the right computer.
oh, well, Hey.
Sexy.
hey, Stratty. I mean, Jesus.
Demon Daddy.
Oh my goodness.
So we
Winged
saw-
wonder
we-
indeed.
Yeah, we saw a deviant, is what you're saying.
I'm just
I
saying. that's
mean,
what you saw.
I mean, when I see that, Gus goes, "Damn." I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to just draw pictures that pretty.
I just draw a little picture on a parchment, like a little drawing to show everybody. Yeah, he was that sexy and more.
How many he gets in the gym?
A lot. Ab day is every day.
So they
I see why your meeting was so long.
they escort you out, and you have a parchment for entry into the Colosseum. And is there anything you need to? Oh, I need to import a couple of you. Is that correct? Who needs to be re-imported before we go out?
Oh, that made the
I think
changes.
just I think
We
just
didn't make any
RKM.
changes on your sheet.
Yeah,
We're
I
good.
do. I do.
Rockham? Okay.
Yeah, Ridley's doing a quick change of costume back to himself?
Out, I assume in a restroom or someplace outside.
Yeah, like in an empty hallway or restroom or something.
That really is some gorgeous art. I gotta admit, it's cool character design.
Yeah.
But now I want to be a redhead instead of a bald guy that's out of shape.
Mr. Von Zarovich would be very jealous.
Oh no, he wouldn't.
Oh no, he wouldn't.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to.
But apparently, my wife likes my dad bod more than that.
It's
so.
true. You're so sexy, baby.
Aw.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
a room, guys.
Okay, sorry, gross.
Hey, those of us with the dad bods, we aren't complaining.
Okay, so as you're exiting the vault, you make your change. I re-imported you.
Thank
Matt,
you.
I re-imported Rockham. Anyone else needs re-import before you head into your battle? Okay. What Holvier does is says, okay, well, this is how this works. We're going to take this. We're going to go into this main entrance over here. We're going to find a guard. We're going to go keep walking until we find the entrance to the arena, and you're going to be teleported into the center. You will have no idea what you're fighting until you start fighting. Prepare yourselves. It's just going to start. It's going to be awesome. Unfortunately, there's not much of a crowd right now, but you could perhaps build a reputation for yourselves if you want to do so. Now, I am going to ask you, Oob, what form are you taking, and how are you presenting yourself for the battle?
Same as I always am, just a blob.
Okay, just a blob.
No humanoids here.
No humanoid shape. You're just kind of a blob that's just.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So a small to medium sized blob. Okay. Anyone else?
Yes.
So Ridley, you are yourself now.
Yes.
Shadow Kai Rogue. Okay. Anyone else? Everyone else is doing the same. Like everyone's ready.
Mm-hmm.
To
Is
be
Gus
clear,
is Gus
this
back?
is-
Or- Basically,
We-
you have gambled 3,000 gold on the promise of doubling your money or losing your money.
To be clear, this is one round of battle. Well, not one round of combat, but like we're not fighting multiple iterations of enemies.
Correct. That would only be for the final show. The entry fee for those is, the entry fee for this is, 500 a person. This is going to be probably not even a challenge for you guys, but
Okay.
as you get later in the day, the final battle is 10,000 gold apiece, and it is a 3-for-1 for victory.
Gotcha.
This is only two. Excuse me. The let's call this the junior battle. The junior battle is a 2-for-1. The next battle is a 3, and the final is a 5-to-1 bet gamble. But it'll be against some of the fiercest beings they can summon and conjure. These stables, I wouldn't want to be in them. So they teleport these combatants into the arena. And so they put you in a staging area, kind of like a little
We're in the green room.
little private room. It's blue, but it's green room, sure. You're in the green room. I'll say the green room, and she says, she says, "Good luck. I'll be watching." And as she walks away, she suddenly looks like an old man and just kind of puttering along.
Like me
And
in real life.
As we're getting ready to like phase out, Arthur wants to like put hands on both Gust and Max's shoulders and be like, "We got this, guys. Don't worry," and give each of them bardic inspiration.
So everyone has bardic
Awesome.
inspiration.
What about
Everyone
me?
except for Oob and Rockham, because
Wow.
I'm keeping one just in case I need to use cutting words. And
Well, honestly, is mine still there? Because it only lasts for 10 minutes.
yeah.
No, it is not. Yeah, it's
Right.
been.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, then never mind. Just Gust and
you
Max.
start hearing a bell, and
Ding, ding.
it starts ringing, and those of you that are counting, it rings of 12, and
Yep.
all of a sudden you feel this pressure, and you were teleported.
Ooh, I don't like
I
that.
pull the bell out of my pocket that I never returned to the inn and ring it a 13th time,
Oh.
You find yourself
just for funsies.
in an arena.
What?
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
And as you, I'll zoom out. There are around the edge. There appear to be clerics and who are watching looking at the two of you and say, and in your mind you hear, "Good luck." All right, and
What was that?
and then all of a sudden you hear a gong sound, and
I draw my bow. Knock an arrow.
what
Whoa.
what you see is hold on
Well, shit.
just a second. That is not supposed to have a name.
Gus, that's a big guy.
He's also red, which is not always good.
So
Can you take him?
All means
as
Yeah.
You can hit twice.
it's gonna be
you
big.
guys are kind of frozen for a second, and then the guy at the northern part of the arena right here, this guy, you see the icon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It says random audience, but he's actually got a name. But I hide the names until they're needed. He actually steps forward and he says, "We will be starting in 3, 2," and the the guys in the crowd are like, there's not that many of them. They're like 3, 2, and then they see the big guys come. Ooh, 1, fight, and that's where we're going to end it tonight.
No.
Oh,
Well, shit.
Awesome. I'm so pumped.
So
There we go, guys.
one of you will recognize that fire character, which no one would know but you, as the same kind of actually I can do this here.
Didn't we run this encounter before we
Yeah,
started?
this was our playtest.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Yes, but we don't know that.
All right,
I don't
and we'll
remember
see
that.
you guys next week.
Yeah.